Hi guys, so this is going to be your reading mini lesson for day 13, and you will be summarizing a text today. And the text that you're going to be reading on your own is The Bad Seed. Get rid of my face over here. By Jory John, and that is included in your packet. And then you probably, before you continue on with this lesson, you need to have listened to me reading The Good Egg by Jory John. And if you need, that should be in the Facebook group if you need to stop this and go back and look for it and listen to it. You're also going to need a pencil and a piece of paper, and at the very end you're going to need a book or some sort of reading material of your choice. And so that can look like a couple different things, but we'll get to that at the end. Right. Now, so today I want to teach you that readers often check to make sure they understand a book by pausing at the end of the story and retelling it or summarizing it. When they do a summary, they want to pretend that the person they are telling has never heard the story before and they don't know anything about it at all. So you want to make sure that you include things about the character's traits and wants, and also think about the important events that happened in the beginning, the middle, and the end. Also, you can think about if the character in the book learned any life lessons. And so this is a chart that you can come back to and look at. And it's actually posted in the group also. It's also in your packet. All right, so first, we're thinking about what kind of person is my main character in this story? Well, who was the main character in this book? Well, the egg, of course. And what kind of character is he? Well, if you think about it, the book tells us that he is a good egg. It tells us right away. He's good. But I wonder what other kind of character traits explain him. Hint. If you look in your packet and you turn past the first page and you look on the back of that first page, there is a character traits page that can help you if you need some help with this. So, looking at this and thinking about this egg, I know he wants to do lots of good things because he's a good egg. I also think that makes him responsible. He wants to be good. He wants to do the right thing all the time. So he's a very responsible character. He doesn't like to get in trouble. And it seems like he also really likes to help. Oh, that's another character trait. He's helpful. So now we know what kind of character the egg is. What are his motivations? What does my character want in this book? Well, he really just wants to be a good egg. But I'm also thinking that he wants all the other eggs in the story to be good eggs like him too. But those other eggs don't really want to be like him, do they? All right, now we need to think about what happened in the book, those important events that happened in the beginning, the middle, and the end of the story. Well, in the beginning, the egg tells us all about how he's such a good egg, but some of his egg friends aren't very good. He doesn't like that, so he tries to fix them, and he tries to make them act good like him. Okay, so that's what happened in the beginning. Now let's think about the middle. But the eggs didn't really want to be good like him. And then he keeps trying to make them good, and he looks in the mirror, and the next thing he sees is that he is starting to crack. Then he went to the doctor, and the doctor said it was because he was trying to make everyone be good like him. He was putting too much pressure on himself. So he took a break and he went away from the other eggs. He did a lot of things to make him feel better, like reading and painting. And his cracks went away. He started to feel better. Okay, so now we're starting to get to the end of the book. So I want to use a good transition word to help let my listener know that I'm wrapping this story up. So in this book, the transition word I'm going to use is finally. Finally, the egg went back home to his egg friends, and instead of trying to make everyone be just like him, a good egg, he decided to just let them be like themselves and to just have fun. Wow. So we thought about the character in this book, then we told the important events in the story, beginning, middle, and end. And when we told the important events, we even saw that he might have learned something. So we can start by thinking about what he learned, which was that that even though he wants to be good, he can't make everyone else good. They have to make their own choices. So, do you see what we did here? We thought about the character's traits and wants, the important events in the story, and even the life lesson that the character learned. Then we told those things in order and made sure to use transition words like then and finally and in the beginning. So if I was going to write this down, I would want it to look something like this. In the story, The Good Egg by Jory John, the egg is a very good egg that acts responsible and wants to be very helpful to others. He also wants all his egg friends to be good like him. So this is telling me about what my character's traits are and what he wants. Now I'm going to do the beginning, middle, and end. In the beginning of the story, he tells us all about how he is a good egg, but some of his egg friends aren't very good. He doesn't like that, so he tries to fix them and make them act good like him. But the eggs don't seem to want to be good like him. Then the egg looks in the mirror and he sees that he is starting to crack. He went to the doctor, and the doctor said it was because he's trying to make everyone be good like him. He was putting too much pressure on himself. So he took a break and went away from the other eggs. He did a lot of things to help him feel better, like reading and painting, and his cracks went away. He started to feel better. Finally, the egg went back home to his egg friends, and instead of trying to make everyone be like him, a good egg, he decided to just let them be like themselves and to just have fun. I think Good Egg learned that even though he wants to be good, he can't make everyone else good. They have to make their own choices. So, remember, we want to make sure that we're thinking about character traits and motivations, what the character wants. We need to think about the important events in the story, the beginning, the middle, and the end of the story. And we even want to add something at the end about what the character learned. So, now I want you to try this work on your own. So on your paper today, you're going to want to title it Day 13 Reading. You're going to want to think about what kind of person your character is in The Bad Seed. You can always go back and reread the story in your packet, or you can go back to the Facebook group and listen to me read The Bad Seed aloud to you while you follow along in your packet. If you want to pause this video so that you can answer these questions before moving on, you can do that also. So, what kind of person is my character? And what does my character want? What kind of person is my character? Might want to come up with 2 or 3 of those traits. Don't forget you can use the trait sheet. And then you want to think about what does my character want? Then you need to think about the important events. What happened in the beginning, what happened in the middle, and what happened in the end. And finally, you need to think about if the character learned anything in the story. So, did my character learn anything? I think the Bad Seed learned blank. Then you want to make sure that you summarize it in a way that all fits together in one paragraph. Usually you want that to be about a half page or less, and then make sure it includes all of those parts and leave out any unimportant details. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to go read a book of your choice for at least 30 minutes. For some of you that have books at home, you have plenty of books I'm sure that you can read. You also have a choice. You could read on Epic. Some of you might even have access to a Kindle library. And I've also sent a whole list of things to your parents in their emails about how there's other ways you guys can get books in your hands. There's Audible books. You could read cookbooks at home. You could do all these things. But make sure that you're reading for at least 30 minutes a day. I've heard some of you are reading for like an hour a day. That's amazing. That's going to definitely help you when you get back to school. All right, y'all have a good day.